Hey everybody, it's Mars, and today I want to talk about the Swiftwind Sniper. Now, they're the new T12 Archer that we have. They're pretty dang strong, and let's talk about how we can fight against them, how to use them, and all the ins and outs. So what you need to know is you need a Legendary 6 Castle and a Legendary 6 Archery range to obtain these troops. Their base stats are pretty dang good. You can see it right there in the top right. 321 attack is the most important part of that. So that's an improvement over the T11 archers that we previously had. Another thing that's really important to note is their attack range. They do not have the same attack range as the T11. So you go clear from an attack range of 8 down to 5. A underrated quality that we need to be aware of is the troop's skills. So Awakened skill gives you 10% extra damage, okay? And then other skills, like the Stunning Accuracy, deals 30 extra damage to Spear Infantry and a 42% chance to attack Spear Infantry directly. That's huge. Increase in defense and an increase in attack. So you get all of that from these troops. These skills really make a huge difference, and your skills get only better as your building gets higher and higher upgraded. So the difference between a legendary 3-starred troop is going to be much different than a legendary 5 or 6, because you get that additional skill that you see in the top left corner. Now let's compare this to the T11 a little bit. The T11 have a 284 attack, okay? So that's going to be less than what you're getting. Now, the big upgrade that you're going to get from the T11 Archer is the fact that you have more range. And their skills are just slightly different, okay? Because they have a skill that allows you to increase damage when you're defending. So that's going to be a huge thing. But overall, they're going to be utilized slightly different than these new Swiftwind snipers. So let's talk about some of the heroes that you're going to be able to use. So you're going to obviously want to use Kona. Now, the great thing about Kona is his skill is fixed. So even at a level 40 like I have, I'm still going to get a 45% increased damage with him. So that's pretty huge, and we're going to be able to utilize him at 60, 80, and that could be actually a pretty good hero to use at a lower level. But at higher levels, he's insane because he increases the attack and he increases damage. That's massive. Now you'll want to pair him, if you're a pure archer, with Errata. Errata is a really good hero as well. Although she's not as strong as she once was, she still does a lot of damage. She increases attack by quite a bit, and she has a skill that poisons troops and does additional damage on top of them. So she's going to improve the T12's effectiveness. Another hero you can consider is Bish. Now, Bish has a really cool ability called Spiritual Possession, which allows you to go into spiritual form and avoid melee troops, and also at a smaller degree, ranged troops. Now, this is really important because T12 archers only have a range of 5 in compared to the T11 archers that have a range of 8. So when you go into that spiritual form, you're able to actually take on both melee troops and archers and not get destroyed at first prior to actually getting hit. So that is why Bish may actually be one of the best heroes to run with for T12 archers. Mauri Star is one of the last heroes that you could actually consider using. I'm not the biggest fan of him. I don't think that his abilities do as much as they should, although you get a pretty high attack with him, but I would not utilize him unless you absolutely had to. What you really need to be wary of is heroes like Janssen. Janssen is going to be one of the best ways to defend against archers, and so you want to be very wary about going up against Janssen. Now, that's not saying that you can't go up against him with archers. You definitely can, but be wary of it. Now, you also have to be very wary of the Cavan and Mulan combo and all that cavalry. That cavalry is going to be very useful and good against the archers. Not saying that you can't beat cavalry with archers, but it's a lot more difficult, so be very wary of them. Alright guys, well thank you guys for watching the video. If you have any more questions about the details of the video, please reach out and I'll answer them. The thing I really want to get at with these T12 archers is you can hide them in the middle of your dispatch. You can hide them in the middle of your castle. And so they kind of have that little safety zone at the end. So that's what I think is one of the best parts about the T12 archers, including their huge buff. Once again, please support my channel, subscribe, like, interact with me with comments. I really love all that stuff, and I appreciate you guys watching and supporting me. I have a few more videos that I'd like to do, so just reach out if you have any more ideas, and we'll get them done. See you guys later.